Yo, what's up everybody, it's your boy Jack, back with another video, and this time we're diving headfirst into a country that's as vibrant as its history, Vietnam. What's happening in Vietnam? This fascinating country in Asia might just surprise you. From bustling city streets to tranquil countryside landscapes and ancient traditions, Vietnam has it all. Join us as we explore some of the country's most surprising secrets in today's video. Do you dare to experience it all? Buckle up, smash that like button, and let's go. Okay, picture this. You're cruising down a street in Vietnam, the air is thick with the scent of street food, motorbikes are buzzing like a hive of angry bees, and then you see them. The Ngãi lead cult. These women are dressed from head to toe in protective gear, looking like they just stepped out of a Mad Max movie. I'm talking full-face masks, helmets, gloves, the works. They're like the mysterious ninjas of Vietnam's urban landscape. You see them weaving through traffic, completely unfazed by the chaos around them. It's almost like they're on a mission, these silent guardians of the Vietnamese streets. And what's even more intriguing is the mystery surrounding them. No one seems to know exactly where they come from, or why they choose to dress this way. Some say they're trying to protect themselves from pollution, others whisper about ancient rituals and beliefs. It's this air of mystery that makes the Ngãi lead cult so captivating. They're a reminder that even in our hyper-connected world there are still pockets of enigma, traditions that remain shrouded in secrecy. And that's what makes exploring a new culture so damn exciting. You never know what you're gonna find around the next corner. Alright, let's talk about something that might make your stomach churn a little. Snake wine. Yeah, you heard that right. In Vietnam, they bottle up snakes in rice wine. Now before you click away, hear me out. This isn't just some random, look how crazy this is thing. Snake wine, or as the locals call it, rượu ran, has been a part of traditional Vietnamese medicine for centuries. The idea is that the snake's venom, when diluted in alcohol, actually has health benefits. It's said to cure everything from rheumatism to low libido. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but who am I to argue with centuries of tradition? But let's be real, the thought of a dead cobra steeping in your drink is not exactly appetizing. Still, this is a prime example of how different cultures view medicine and wellness. It's a reminder that what might seem strange or even shocking to us is just another day, another drink, in another part of the world. Alright foodies, this one's for you. Vietnamese cuisine is famous worldwide for its fresh flavors, aromatic herbs, and, well, let's just say its adventurous spirit. We're talking about dishes that will challenge your definition of delicious. Think fertilized duck eggs, also known as balut. It's a developing duck embryo, boiled alive and eaten in the shell. Yeah, you heard that right. And it's considered a delicacy. Then you've got dog meat, a controversial dish that's slowly fading in popularity but still exists. But hey, it's not all shocking stuff. Vietnamese street food is where it's at. Imagine yourself slurping down a bowl of steaming pho on a tiny plastic stool, the sounds of the city swirling around you, or biting into a crispy banh mi, the perfect fusion of French and Vietnamese flavors. That's the beauty of Vietnamese cuisine. It's a wild ride for your taste buds. So if you're ever in Vietnam, be brave, say yes to everything, and you might just discover your new favorite food. Just maybe ask what it is before you take a bite. Alright, let's jump on a boat and head down to the Mekong Delta, where life unfolds a little differently. Here, the rivers aren't just waterways, they're bustling marketplaces, floating markets. Imagine a maze of wooden boats piled high with exotic fruits, fresh vegetables, seafood that was probably swimming just hours ago, and everything else you can imagine. The air is thick with the scent of spices and the sounds of vendors hawking their wares. It's a sensory overload in the best way possible. These floating markets are more than just places to buy and sell goods, they're vibrant communities, a way of life that's been around for centuries. Families live on their boats, kids paddle to school, and deals are struck with a smile and a handshake. It's a glimpse into a world untouched by modern shopping malls and online retailers. So, if you're looking for an experience that's truly off the beaten path, a journey back in time, hop on a boat and explore the magic of Vietnam's floating markets. Okay, let's talk about something that's a little more, shall we say, controversial: elephant riding. In the central highlands of Vietnam, you can find yourself trekking through jungles and rivers on the back of an elephant. Now I know what you're thinking. Isn't that cruel? And it's a valid question. The ethics of elephant tourism are a hot topic, and for good reason. There are definitely places where elephants are mistreated, forced to work long hours, and kept in inhumane conditions. But there are also sanctuaries and responsible tour operators that prioritize the well-being of these majestic creatures. They focus on education, conservation, and ensuring the elephants are treated with respect and dignity. It's a complex issue with no easy answers. But it's a conversation we need to have, so if you're considering an elephant ride in Vietnam, do your research, ask the tough questions, and make sure you're supporting ethical tourism. Let's be real, sidewalks in most countries are just for, well, walking. But in Vietnam, the sidewalk is life. It's where business happens, where food is cooked and eaten, where kids play, and where stories are shared. Imagine getting your hair cut on a plastic stool, a motorbike whizzing by just inches away, or grabbing a steaming bowl of pho from a street vendor, the aroma filling your senses. This is sidewalk culture in Vietnam, a vibrant tapestry of daily life that spills out onto the streets. It's chaotic, it's loud, it's a little bit crazy, but it's also incredibly charming. You see, in Vietnam, life isn't meant to be confined to four walls. It's about embracing the energy of the streets, connecting with your community, and living life to the fullest. So when you're in Vietnam, ditch the fancy restaurants, pull up a plastic stool, and experience the true heartbeat of the country on its sidewalks. Alright, time for a little history lesson, but don't worry, this one's actually pretty interesting. Have you ever noticed how many people in Vietnam seem to have the last name Nguyen? Like seriously, it's everywhere. Well, there's a reason for that. You see, the Nguyen Dynasty ruled Vietnam for over 100 years, and during their reign, they had a bit of a habit of, shall we say, encouraging people to adopt their last name. Some theories say it was a way to consolidate power, others say it was a way to create a sense of national unity. Whatever the reason, the Nguyen surname stuck around, and now it's estimated that nearly 40% of Vietnamese people share this common lineage. It's a fascinating example of how history can leave its mark on a culture, even in something as seemingly simple as a last name. Alright, let's talk about something everyone loves: beer. And in Vietnam, beer isn't just a drink, it's a social lubricant, a way to unwind after a long day, and a ritual that brings people together. Now, we're not talking about fancy craft brews here, we're talking about Bia Hoi, Vietnam's iconic fresh beer, brewed daily and served in simple plastic cups on street corners across the country. Imagine this: the sun is setting, you pull up a tiny plastic stool on a crowded sidewalk, and order a round of Bia Hoi for you and your friends. The beer is cold, refreshing, and unbelievably cheap. The air is filled with laughter, the clinking of glasses, and the sounds of the city coming alive. This is Vietnam's after-work ritual, a time to relax, connect, and enjoy the simple pleasures of life. So when you're in Vietnam, grab your friends, find a Bia Hoi corner, and experience the true meaning of cheers in Vietnamese. Mot, hai, ba, du. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room, or rather, the belly on the street. If you're walking around Vietnam, especially during the hot and humid summer months, you might notice something a little, well, different. Men, young and old, will often lift their shirts, exposing their bellies to the world. Now, before you start clutching your pearls, it's not what you think. In Vietnam, this is just a way to beat the heat. Think of it as a natural form of air conditioning. No shame, no judgment, just pure, unadulterated comfort. It's a reminder that in Vietnam, practicality often trumps formality. So, if you're feeling the heat, don't be afraid to embrace your inner Vietnamese and let that belly breathe. Just maybe save it for the appropriate time and place. So, there you have it, folks, 10 shocking Vietnamese traditions that prove this country is anything but ordinary. From bizarre beverages to unique dining experiences and cultural quirks, Vietnam is a whirlwind for the senses. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into cultures around the world. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and remember, adventure is out there.